Chael Sonnen says that Alex Pereira would be the GOAT if he went champ status. Middleweight champion, light heavyweight champion, heavyweight champion. He would be the GOAT. I disagree. I think we're confusing accomplishments with the actual resume. Like, it depends on what your criteria would be, right? Like, okay, accomplishments are cool, but what if a guy was just fast tracked? What if a guy just got chances that other people didn't get? You get what I'm trying to say here? Um, a lot of people don't get a title shot on their like fourth or fifth fight in the UFC the way Alex Pereira did. A lot of people don't get fast tracked because they had a previous history with the champion and etc etc, you know. And I think Alex Pereira benefited from that, and you know it's no fault of his own, but we haven't seen Alex Pereira fight guys like Robert Whitaker, guys like Dricus du Plessis, guys like Jared Cannonier, guys that could potentially take him down, guys that could mix it up, guys that could, they aren't either or. They're not only a wrestler and must take you down or else they lose, and they're not just a striker where, like, you know, it favors Alex. You know, you want to strike with me? Okay, chances are Alex is going to win that chess battle because he has the atomic bomb in his left hand. Full quote from Chael Sonnen is, if Alex became champ, and he is the first person to ever actually do it, we're not having a conversation on who the GOAT is. We will just refer to Alex as the GOAT. My thing is this, what about defending the titles? Does that matter at all? I mean, I would still say Anderson Silva's legacy is over Alex Pereira's legacy. Just because you're able to transcend weight classes and win titles doesn't eclipse all of the wins that Anderson Silva has in the middleweight division, by example. You know what I'm saying? Or all of the wins that George St. Pierre has at welterweight, Demetrius Johnson at flyweight. I don't think you just matchup-wise, you may match up well with the champions right now. You know what I mean? Light heavyweight, let's be honest, light heavyweight has been in an influx since John Jones has left. You know, light heavyweight has been trying to figure itself out. So okay, he was a stylistic matchup for the guys at light heavyweight, and we still have to see him versus Ankalaev, for example, as well. You know what I mean? But and that's what I mean. Like, just because the sitting champion Jamal Hill, that guy, just because him, and he's a good matchup for you, that doesn't mean like you're fucking better than Anderson, bro. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that you're now ahead of certain people in the GOAT list just because you beat a Jamal Hill. Like, let's look at who he's actually beating. Like, okay, let's say he goes up to heavyweight, right? If he goes up to heavyweight and he knocks out John Jones, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. Like, whoa. That would be like a moment where, who's that guy's name that pulls the sword from the stone? Who is that guy? McAllister? I don't know. But it would be one of those types of fucking moments, bro. Like when Conor knocked out Jose Aldo. Moments like that where it's like, wow, if he knocks out John Jones. But if he goes up there and he beats Tom Aspinall, guys, you know, it's like, okay, I don't know. I mean, maybe if Tom goes out there and beats John, then fights Alex, it could be cool. It could be interesting. I don't know. But I just don't see how these singular one-off wins are better than winning in the division, winning the belt, and then holding on to that belt. I think that's far more impressive when you're not the challenger. And Alex is the challenger in these fights, right? He won the middleweight title. When he wasn't the challenger, he lost. He got knocked the fuck out by Izzy, and then he went up to light heavyweight, won the title there. That's another thing too. Like, we got to look at these guys' records when they're not the challenger, when they're not fighting for a title, when they're defending their title. Because Alex, so far, he's 0-1 at defending his title in the UFC. So I think if things keep going, like let's say Alex loses the title at light heavyweight to whoever, you know, I don't know, Ankalaev, let's say. If that happens, now it's like, bro, how could you even think about putting this guy above GSP? How could you even think about putting this guy above Anderson Silva, John Jones, Demetrius Johnson, all these people, bro, you know what I mean? So I think Chael, a little bit too happy here, a little bit too excited, a little bit ahead of himself. I think he's confusing accomplishments this is what, because I can't quite find the word. He's confusing accomplishments for like legacy, if that makes sense. I gotta put it together and come back with you guys, but he's confusing something here. I can't word it correctly what he's confusing, but in my opinion, just because you win 3 matchups, middleweight title, light heavyweight title, heavyweight title, just because you win those doesn't make you greater than those who have been able to go against several different matchups, way more fights, you know what I mean? Way more, Anderson Silva had like a 15 fight win streak or something crazy. I think that's more impressive. That's just my opinion, even if Alex did win the 3 belts. So let me know what you think in the comment section below, whether you agree, disagree, doesn't matter. Join the discussion, follow for more, leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. And thank you. You are all appreciated.